I've spent literally all morning in bed, and now this one's next to me. Pretty girl. What are you doing? Hanging out with mommy. So I got in my car and literally the Taylor Swift album I had on, and Are You Ready For It started up. Which I think is so perfect considering this is my first day back after having a whole week off. And I think everyone needs to take a vacation, even if it's a staycation, you know, every once in a while. And this is the first vacation that I've had in quite some time, and it was definitely needed. It was so nice just to kind of get away, even if just for a couple of days, and before that just to kind of sit and do nothing. I am still so sniffly. This morning I actually woke up with a slight sore throat. It's gone now. I'm sure I'll have it back later. But positive thinking, I think it's just allergies at this point. Just because it's slight change in weather, and so yeah. I do have to say I got the ZzzQuil melatonin gummies, and I couldn't find any other. I don't like taking pills in general. I would much rather take like a gummy than like a vitamin, and so I like the ZzzQuil gummies, even though they're more expensive than your average. But I took those 2 last night. You're supposed to take them 30 minutes before bed, and they worked like a charm. I basically took them, I should have taken them around 8:30, so I could have been asleep around 9, but I took them around 9. So, but like around 9:30, I was so incredibly sleepy. And I looked at my Fitbit, I was asleep before 10, which I was more or less wide awake around 9. So like, it was like, yes. So right now my goal is to try to get back into a flow, like some sort of schedule. And luckily my shifts are later in the day, which is good because my sleeping schedule is still kind of out of whack. So right now my goal is to try and just get up on time, enough to do journaling and a little bit of yoga. Now, I should have done yoga this morning. Instead, I did my daily moves on the Tone It Up app, which were arms, which is something that I definitely need to work on. Looking at the bridesmaids pictures from the wedding, I was like, ooh, my arms. I love my legs, but my arms have never been something that I've been, proud of. This bus all of a sudden decided to stop. So that's something that I do need to work on. Oh, that's a bunch of lovely gas you just pushed into the air. I just drove right through your cloud. Wonderful. But it is really weird. Like, I'm glad that we went to Disney Springs the other day because it's really weird being on Disney property and being back. I have a mixture of emotions. Right now, I'm trying to remember how blessed I am to be where I am working with the people that I'm working with. There's just been quite a few, and I've talked about this before, there's been quite a few changes at work, cast-wise and how we do things-wise, that myself and several, it's not just me that's feeling this way, there's several people that I've been working with that they aren't happy with the work circumstance that we're currently in, and it's not our fault. Some of it's just natural, like, you know, things change, people come and go, people, you know, grow and they leave, which is great for them. There's a lot of people who are leaving and I'm just like applauding them, but on the other hand, it's like there's another great cast member that we're losing. Not that there's not potential with new people, it's just with new people it sometimes takes a while to get used to them, not necessarily just personality wise, but like it takes a while for them to get used to the attraction. It takes them a while to get used to working as a team because everyone works differently together. Sometimes people get stuck in their own way, but I'm not, and I was talking to Jared about this, I'm not necessarily happy at Frozen. I'm content at Frozen as of right now, but I'm not necessarily happy, and I'm willing to change that, but I'm not sure where to go from here, type of a thing. Yes, I would love to get fairy godmother in training, but that's a very long wait list, and odds are I probably won't get them for quite some time. And I acknowledge that, and I know that, But in the meantime, there are several other places, and I'm sure I've talked about this on the vlog before, there are several other places that I can go to, and I think I just need to, when my next point comes off my record card, and I'm back in transfer guidelines, I need to sit and really look at all of the different roles, because I don't want to go back to Magic Kingdom, and I don't think I want to stay at Hollywood Studios. If I don't get the runaway train, or I get it and I don't like it and I don't get Galaxy's Edge, because I would like to open Galaxy's Edge, at least be on opening team, if not stay. I don't know where else I'd like to go. I've been looking at children's activities in the hotels, because I do like the resorts and I like that they are away from the parks. I think I've worked inside the parks long enough that it might be good for me to be away from the parks. Because it is a different type of guest. Yeah, and there's just like lots of other things that I could do. I don't want to do merchandise. I don't want to do custodial. I don't necessarily want to do attractions with an actual ride where you have to push a button, but I have convinced myself that not every ride is like the Great Movie Ride or the Carousel, which are the two attractions that I hated working the most. I do like working theaters, and there are other theaters that I can work. But yeah, right now I'm park-wise looking at Epcot or Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom is very naturally hot though, so I don't know if that's an attraction or an area that I want to work. And Jared was also suggesting water parks. I do like the water. I love the water, as a matter of fact, and he was telling me how he really liked doing Slide Operator, which is basically the version of an attraction. So, and I've probably mentioned all this before, but right now that's just what's going through my mind, because there are moments where I have this thought of like, well, what if I don't want to be a cast member anymore? And then Jared overhears me talking to myself, and he goes, no, you want to be a cast member. You won't be happy if you're elsewhere, which is accurate, because it was very weird going into the real world, leaving my Disney bubble, and having been known as the Disney person, you know, or the Disney girl, or, you know, because everything I had was Disney. And like my blanket, my pillow pad, even my backpack and bag tags, and everyone was like, oh my gosh, these are so cute, and like literally everyone was. And when I came to Orlando, no one said a thing, because we're all used to it. And so I don't know, that's my rant. Right now, I know I've been vlogging for 7 minutes now, just talking to you guys in the car about life and things, but this is my diary. On another note, I had some like internal thinking about the race, and researching a lot of things about running when sick and stuff, and everyone has been saying basically, you know, your body is more important. If you've been training as you should, you're not going to lose a whole lot just by not training for a couple of weeks. You can also do light training. I told myself, like, as long as I can finish, and with my average pace, which is, like I said, is about 13 minutes per mile to 11, I can do that. So if I put my all into race day, and then I have, you know, the whole day and the next to relax and rest and know that I had my half marathon medal, then I'll be fine, and then I'll be good. And I've been rambling on for 9 minutes now. I'm working till 6 o'clock with my later shifts, my 8-hour shifts. I get out later, so I don't know how much more I'm actually going to vlog. So maybe it's good that I've been sitting this long and chatting. I didn't vlog the last 2 days because I wanted to sit and just rest with Jared, because we missed each other a lot. Probably more than we should have. But I also sat down and edited and transferred videos, and I'm also trying to make Photoshop work and being just my basic software program, and not using Illustrator and InDesign, because to transfer that to my new computer would be super expensive, and I don't have that money. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to work, but that's alright, I guess. But yeah, that is pretty much it, what has been going on. Emily and Dave went on the Disney Wonder for their honeymoon, which, yes, is the same ship that we went on. So like the day of, she was we were talking about, like, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta do this and that, and she was telling me how she obsessively watched my vlogs before they went on the trip. So I'm very excited for them, very happy for them, And if you haven't yet, go check out the Bridal Diaries video that I did, which is basically my version of the wedding, and then their cute little wedding video I did for them. Go check those out. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.